Hello, my beloved twin flames, soulmates, soul flames. How are you all doing? Let's clear the space first. Well, interesting times. Big resets are happening energetically, big resets. Energetically, we know that the Leeson season is open, and 4 days before the LIONSGATE portal totally opens, when Orion is Orion is in alignment with the Pyramid of Gizeh. So let's see what is going on with the twin flame journey, because it will have a lot of influence on the twin flame journey as we're going through that portal, because that means that the twin flames are coming together. It's the third wave of the twin flames that are coming in. And I have my Hathor here, because we're all connected with Hathor during these times. It's the heart opening, because Leo is operating from the heart, is shining, is glowing, is having joy, is harmonious, is um, courageous, and all these energies, and nurturing and loving, all these energies are spreading out in the universe, spreading out in the world at the moment. And when we connecting with that energy, we will find the purity also within ourselves. It's the step you can make to go beyond the ordinary, beyond what is what things that withhold you and where you're scared of. The white lion energy will give you the courage to move through, and to reach that heart opening space, to open that heart. And sometimes that heart opening feels as heartache, because that heart isn't be felt, and now it needs to be ripped open, and feel what's in that heart space. Who's belonging in that heart space, and what is your longing towards things. What is your heart longing for? So let's see how that works out in the masculine and in the feminine energy within you, but also in the fifth dimensional realm, and in the fourth dimensional realm. Okay, so let's go there. For the masculine, in his mind space, travel with the dragon, inner and outer journeys. He needs to believe in himself, and there are big shifts happening for the divine masculine. And these shifts could mean that he needs to make a decision for himself, or the way I'm doing things, I can't do that anymore, or something needs to change. And when I'm looking, he probably will say, when I'm looking to my heart space, there's something different I want with my life. And that's coming from the heart of in this season. And that means that maybe he wants to make a travel, and he's planning for one, or creator, and want to create that journey, or listening to spirit, what spirit says to him, like, okay, you know, you need to believe in yourself and you need to make that shift, and not being afraid of making those steps. Not I also hear not thinking out of lack, you know, not trusting yourself, that you always be carried and guided to the right things that you want to go. It could be that there's a heart connection with a place, or a journey that you want to make. And you need to create that space for yourself. You need to create that there is that space there for you. You know, that you can work through. It's probably also that you was very busy, and you know, could be that things, you know, were wrapping up in your mind, and you know, you couldn't put your mind to stop, and you're really saying, I'm getting so much information, I really need to, you know, where I'm thinking so much, I have to let it go. And my mind needs to travel, you know. And it could be that he's making inner and outer journeys, you know. Yeah, that's beautiful. What's in his heart space? Again, breathing. Ground yourself, feel the sensations in your body. Purity, clarity, and express your feelings. So you're going to your heart space and breathing into that heart space and expressing your feelings from your heart. That's what's happening this week. You know, be clear about what you want, you know, and be in that purity state. Because there's a lot of purity within you, but your mind is so occupied that you can't even feel or go to that purity. You only go and can go in that purity when yeah, they say when you're tired and you can't think anymore, then you're forced to go within. You're forced to drop into your body, because you're getting an overload. You're getting tired, and then it's really necessary to breathe deeply. You know, when your mind is full and you're you know, you're having a lot of things that you're thinking of. You know, breathe, take a breath. You know, I also hear swimming will help, you know. Cold showers will help you to clear all that stuff out of your mind. Okay, how does he see the divine feminine? Wow, that she is in the Palladian frequency and rising above it, and rising to the Palladian frequencies. And he wasn't aware where she was with her energy and knowledge. He sees that there is a sacred bond, and that she has healing, and that she is clearing the space for herself and for people to go to a higher frequency, higher energies. So there is a sacred bond. Healing clears, sacred space for higher energies, space to move up. You know, creations, create energies for yourself where you want to be, create sacred spaces, and he is seeing that. He's seeing that she's creating those spaces for people She holds space for it. And he also knows that there is a sacred bond. He sees that there is a sacred bond between all the energies that he is carrying and that she is carrying. And yeah, he is connecting with the frequencies. The more he is interacting with her, with the divine feminine, when there is an encounter, and that means they can't always be together, you know, because most of the feminine are carrying a higher frequency than the masculine, because the masculine is all about the logic and the feminine is all about, you know, intuition. Yeah, and some masculines are really integrated with their masculine and their feminine energy already. But as he is connecting with her, her frequency is also activating his DNA, his aura, his energy field. So he will see more things from a higher frequency. He will start to express himself more. So that's, and there's a sacred bond between the masculine and the feminine, and it's sacred. It's guided by the Palladian energies. It's guarded by the ancestors. You know, it's the ancestors are holding space for these energies that, yeah, are there. Okay, what is for the feminine? The depth of love. She needs to let go of her fear and jump into love, as there are new opportunities for the divine feminine rising, and there is a fear of the past, and as we know, the past will repeat itself more often in the future if we don't change things within ourselves. So, and last week it was the divine feminine needed to clear out her family karma. Otherwise, you know, if you don't clear that out, don't clear with your own family, don't make better connections, do the work for yourself and for your family, then you're able to repeat the past. You know, you will repeat the past, because when there is a higher frequency coming in, automatically the masculine is already changed by the higher frequency. And if the feminine doesn't change that frequency, and then I have it here about third parties or intervention of work or mothers or whatever, you know, then the masculine won't take any he is vibrating higher than the old energies if you don't clear your karma. So if you don't clear your karma, the masculine is automatically raising his vibration and is going to the higher vibration, because he doesn't want to go back. He's not going back to drama, lower frequencies, and that's not what he is here for. He is done with all that kind of stuff, and he definitely will let you go if you're not going beyond your attachments, your neediness, your but it's also vice versa, I hear. You know, if the masculine is very needy, his energy will go to someone who is very needy. If the feminine is very independent, then the masculine is also, she attracts, is independent, and they can both be on their own and have no hooks and connections with each other. You know, it's not that it's not like they're, oh, they need each other because they're lonely, or there is something that they need from each other. And that's on every level, I hear. So yeah, if the feminine is not doing her work, forget it. You will, the past will repeat itself and keep on repeating and keep on repeating. As soon as the higher frequency is coming in, the lower frequency is out, because the radiation of the heart is so much more powerful. Okay, so what's in the divine feminine's heart space? She is the Lemurian guide. She is on the Lemurian frequencies. She is a sister, she's a friend, she's a teacher of the infinity knowledge, and she is universal love from her heart space. And the divine masculine is feeling this. Divine masculine is feeling this and feels that attraction, and he also knows that they met in that space. They are coming from a Lemurian space or a Lemurian timeline. What I feel, there are multiple lives they shared, and that's what the divine feminine is. She is a sister for all her feminines. You know, she's a good friend, and she has the knowledge, and she teach about the infinity of life. The universal love is flowing, and she's giving the universal love to everyone around her. She is in joy, she's in harmony, she is shining her light. She is giving the knowledge from the Lemurian temple and into the templates of people. So she will raise her vibration. Okay? How does she see the divine masculine? That he is a cosmic heart source. He's a source of all. She sees he's a source of all. He's the true home. And he just be, and it's a heart connection. That's how she sees the divine masculine. That he's coming from a heart connection. That he feels as really true home. And that he's creating and is one with the whole source, with all dimension, with all timelines, high, below, inner earth, middle earth, under the underworld, everything he's connected with. But everything he does is connected from the heart. So she sees that cosmic light in him. She sees that flower of life. Maybe you can see it like this. He is receiving the light codes. He is receiving codes. And that's funny because I see that the universe and the cosmos is giving him so much information that he needs to be on top of that. You know, he needs to follow that light, that shining bright light. He needs to follow that light, and the divine feminine is seeing all of it, you know. She just saw a small aspect of it all, and now she's seeing more. The more he opens, and the more vulnerability he shows to the divine feminine, the more she starts to see. And the more that she thinks, okay, you know, there's another aspect of you that I want to meet, but the energies that brings them together is already feeling as one, as home. And that's what's also happening within yourself at the moment. You know, the divine feminine within yourself is coming home to the divine masculine. It could be that there was, you know, upheaval, um, uh, the feminine and the masculine fighting within, because they didn't see certain parts of themselves. And now when the divine feminine is accepting that part of the divine masculine and don't push her way into the divine masculine all the time, then the feminine gets in peace with herself, and she can accept the masculine energy. But if there is aggression involved, by controlling, by pushing, by everything else, yeah, then it's done. Divine feminine doesn't chase. She is, you know, the more you chase the masculine, the harder he runs. Okay, what supports the divine masculine? His cosmic self. You are a cosmic being. Stay confident in your truth, because what you see, what you feel, what you're aware of is true. Because the cosmos, and it's so funny because the word cosmos means order. So you only take orders from the higher source, not from a human being, not from anyone else. You only take order from the cosmos that is ordering you to do your work, that is ordering you to be in alignment with the cosmos. And if you're not, you're out of alignment, and then you're coming into an aggression of the third dimensional realm by controlling others. So the cosmos is saying, be confident in your truth. So what you feel in your heart, what the cosmos let you feel in your heart space, that's true. That is pure. That's what you want to follow. And your mind can say, no, that's not for me. I don't want to go that direction. You know, it's not up for me. This is not. And the cosmos say, yes, it's your journey. Well, you better listen. You better listen to that journey, because there, in that journey, is something in store for you that is greater and bigger than we can see with our normal eyes, you know, because there's something behind it. We can't choose our partners, you know. The cosmos is choosing our partners because we're coming from a higher realm. You know, it's not your people who are coming on your path are on your path because they need to be there, or you need to learn from them. They are a blessing, or they are a lesson. And you know, and every way, what happens if it doesn't work out, you know, you need to believe that you can go beyond, that you have to trust in the get up. That's what the cosmos says. You know, if if it's done with this circle and we reach that point that we're done with learning from each other, you need to trust that there is a get up, that you can get back on your feet, that you get your wings back, that you're carried by the cosmos, that you're carried by the universal law. Because in that relationship, there's something. In the relationship between the cosmos and you, there's a relationship. And that trust and that faith must be so big that you will never ever doubt. And when you don't doubt the cosmos, everything will be totally fine. And you need to be confident in that truth. You need to believe in that truth. You need to harness that truth. And when you harness that truth, then you're entering that golden age. Doesn't matter what is going on the world, your cosmos is taking care of you on a different timeline. And we all know that there's a lot of suffering at the moment, and the economics going very bad. But that's the third dimensional realm, and there's a choice if you want to stay there or you're going, raising your vibration and going to that higher realm, and trust in that divine, that the divine will carry you. And always believe in that get up. Always believe that there are wings on your back that gives you the truth, or that gives you the okay, if they say that they give you the truth to see from a higher point. And it's also, they give you the wings to fly away if you're needed to a higher realm, to an inner journey, because it's under the travel, then you're going within and journey back to the realm, and believe in yourself that everything will be okay no matter what step you take, because the fear is holding you back. The fear is sabotaging your life. It's not up to us. How does the divine masculine sees the divine feminine? Her purity. I see you are pure. I see your spiritual eyes are open, that you're going beyond the realms, that you're going in the fairylands, that you're going into the other realms, in the higher frequency, but also in the magical realms. Oh, that's beautiful. He sees her soul soaring through the cosmos. He sees her, oh my, that's interesting. He is tracking her soul everywhere. He is tracking her soul everywhere. I hear he's a guardian. He is a protector. And he sees that her purity needs to be protected. So he will, whatever happens, he will support her. And that's also vice versa. If you go to your masculine inside yourself, you see that your masculine is always protecting you. When someone is coming in with an aggressive or passive aggressive energy, your masculine is guarding your feminine, and that says no, move away. And that's what's happening in the energies of the masculine and the feminine at the moment. But he sees her purity. Okay, what is supporting the divine feminine? The blue ray being. she's a divine expression and the bridge between the dimensions. So she makes the bridges to different dimensions. She knows how to make the bridge between the third, fourth, fifth, up to the 24th dimension. She knows how to bridge it. She knows how to come there. She knows the in-between dimensions. She knows the timelines that's going on. She knows the shifts that are coming in. She's protecting the portals. She is protecting the children. She's protecting the Blu-rays. So her work is more than just what the eye sees. And she's going beyond all that. And she's traveling through that time. So that's really, really beautiful when she's traveling to those times and she creates bridges. You know, the divine masculine is holding space for that. That's really amazing. He's listening to her. I haven't seen so many divine masculines in my life that are so aware of what's going on, and they are really there for the feminine. They really show up. They really show up for the feminine. So on every level, divine masculine. Okay, I also hear even if there is manipulation, he will give support, but he won't give the love. That's interesting, right? If he is if there is manipulation in communication, or he will give support, but he won't give his heart. He's not letting himself get hooked on that energy. And that's for the divine feminine. She's not letting herself get hooked by the energy of anyone else that is in manipulative energy. So she is, and the masculine is supporting her in that. Yeah, he will support her in any way, but he's not giving his heart. That's what I hear. Wow, interesting, right? That's interesting. So divine feminine, if you are manipulating your divine masculine into a relationship, or if you trying to trick him by getting pregnant, you know, even if you're in a state that you don't want to get or not want to use birth control, there are so many other ways that you can protect yourself, and also the masculine can protect himself, not getting pregnant. But if you get your masculine pregnant through manipulation, you won't have his heart. You won't get his heart. You get his support, but you won't get his heart. Wow, that's interesting, right? Well, that's the higher frequency that's talking now. You know, that that part of what was going on in the ancestral lines for many, many, many years, you know, that the women, when they got pregnant, the men had to marry them. That is a totally different timeline, but it's still a program that runs in divine feminine. It's still in the DNA. So if you are wanting your man, or you're in a third party and you want to trick your man to leave his family or whatever by getting pregnant, no. that he will run right back. So if you want to have children from your divine masculine, you know, give him the option. Talk about it. Do you want to have children or not? So you can make a new decision. I also see that the divine masculine is not integrating in a family with children and drama. If he is not accepted in the family, he will get himself out, because he doesn't want the lower frequency and the drama around it. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is going very, very, very deep. I also see that the feminine in that space, you know, is retreating, retreating herself. I see going in the victim mode, crying, you know, getting all the things out of manipulation that she can do and can handle, just to get him hooked. So the divine masculine is seeing that, and he's not getting his hook into it. He's not going there anymore, because he had too much drama on his own, because he also knows, by not giving, by not giving what the divine feminine wants, he creates drama, because that's the expectation of the feminine. And if he feels safe, that there is no drama, then it's okay for him. And he will open, that cosmic heart and be one with her. So it's very important that you are able to stay in your high vibration. Wow, beautiful. What does the divine feminine sees the relationship with the divine masculine? They are in co-creation. They're having a well of dreams. They're having visions and messages for each other. They dissolve the veil. They have the same visions. They have the same dreams. There is bliss and there is more dreams. They creating dreams together. They creating and walking the path, the same interest, the same belief, and also the same connection with the cosmos and with their cosmic self, because they know they're a multidimensional being. They're not just that the vessel they travel in. They having a different energy source within them, and that's guided and that's connected by everything. They can be different, there can be a difference in whatever, but they have the same, they are different. They are different, but their souls are not. That's what I hear. They are different, but their souls are not different. That's beautiful. So there is a well of dreams within them, or within the divine masculine, that the divine feminine sees, and that they synchronizing on those dreams. There's a lot of bliss between them, a lot of bliss, a lot of yeah, the bliss and the blessings from above. I hear the bliss and the blessings from the ancestors. Yeah. And I hear dissolve the veil between you two. So it could be that there's still a veil between them that needs to be taken away. Wow, what a beautiful reading. What an amazing reading. And it's really funny because for the divine masculine reading I use different cards. And then you also know, because I started to integrate these cards also for the divine masculine, because there is a shift made. You know, the last month there was a huge shift in the divine masculine. So I can't just use the cards that are on a third dimensional level. It's now up, going up to a higher frequency. So most of the time in the third dimensional realm, when the divine masculine is in the fifth dimensional realm, it doesn't resonate anymore, you know, with the masculine. But when we are in the fifth dimension, in the third dimension, masculines that are in a third dimensional realm and still climbing up to that fifth dimensional realm and the fourth dimension where we're in at the moment, then, you know, everything is shifting. So these cards can take the masculine up to a higher frequency. And that's really amazing. And that's why they told me to use them. Okay, let's see what's the all over card and message from the light for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. A lot of energy in these cards. Yeah. Focus. They both need to focus. Focus on the heart. They both need to focus on the heart. It could be that they are very swift in their minds and that they are and I hear that the communication is going so swift, and ooh, they are really in each other's brain almost. They're almost in each other's brain, you know, constantly, 24 hours a day. Wow, that will be very intense if that's the case. That's probably why they need time on their own to that was a quick one. Wow, yeah. Okay, let's take this. You both need to focus. Focus on the heart, focus on the light. Focus on your work. What do you need to do? What does he needs to do? What she needs to do? And the focus is the same. You know, the focus is it could be that, you know, you have to focus on your heart space, what your heart wants, what this wants. If your heart, you know, wants to travel and want to have more rest, you know, go there. Don't think about, okay, but I don't have the money, but I don't have this, I don't have that. Then you're going into that lack and the cosmos can't support you. You need to go and think, okay, you know, I have the means, I have my savings, or I have my money, you know, then it will take a little bit longer to get where I want, but I will get there. So this is what's happening, you know, this is what's happening. And when you come from the heart and you connect with cosmos and your cosmic self, you know that the cosmos will provide for you no matter what. You will come there, you will come at your destination one way or another, you know, if it's coming from the heart space. So if the divine masculine and the divine feminine almost are in the same space of their mind, you know, and they transport it to their heart space, you know, then they can travel together. They you know, you can travel to that realm in your dreams, you know. You don't need to be physical there. You can just transport yourself to that space, and you're there. It's another, yeah, I know, it's you want to be there in physical form, and you want to experience the ancestors, but you can do that when you take your ancestors with you to that realm. Wow, wow, this is a totally different level, people, what's going on here, what they show me, and what they show me right away, the vision where I want to go, that I'm already there at this moment with the ancestors, because they show me what it is to be there, and what the feeling is, and what their feeling is, and what kind of knowledge I'm receiving from that place, but also from the ancestors. Wow, wow, wow. And they just give me the codes right away now through my heart space, in my heart. And I'm fulfilled. You don't need to be there in physical form. It's really, really amazing when you integrate it all. And so that's how we journey. That's how they support us. But if we want to journey, it's the physical body that needs to get away from all the pressure. So that's it. Wow. Longing for home. Homesick for the stars. Well, a lot of people have this at this moment, because the world is in a total reset. The world is in a space of being controlled by people, and we want to get out of that control system. I talked to a divine masculine last week, and he already told you know, his family that even if it gets worse, he will get one-way ticket back home. And because his state of mind is almost as the uber mind of Nietzsche. So if you follow that, if you follow Nietzsche, the ubermens, then you will see that on the earthly plane you learn your lessons and you suffer. If you don't learn your lesson, you will suffer. And you keep on suffering. If you don't clear your space, if you don't do your work, you will suffer. And it will only be more by the control system. And it will be more and more because, you know, we all get vaccinated now and don't want to go there. And we all find out now that's a lie. That's a huge scam, that we all are scammed, we all are lied to. And for some souls, it's too hard. You know, it's too hard to comprehend, to be in that state, you know. And they say, I'm checking out, even children. And that's for the mothers that have children that are very high sensitive and can't deal with what's going on the earthly plane, the HD&D, the bipolar children, the children with ADD. If you all have these labels that they put on you, take care of your child. Really take care of your child, because and give them support where they need, because there will be a time that they have the feeling to check out, and they need the support to be grounded, to be to have help in this situation. Okay, because that's their freedom. That's their freedom. Going back to the stars is their freedom. Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. There is nothing that can hold you back. There is nothing that can take away your freedom. Nothing can take away your freedom. Only if you go in a contract with this third dimensional realm, your freedom is being taken, because you gave consent to the system. You gave a consent to the lower frequencies. And if you believe and you know that nothing can take away your freedom, that you're a sovereign being, that you're standing in your truth, that you're guided by the cosmos, what is the divine order, where we need to listen to, instead of other people's demands, control systems, and manipulations, and their lies, then you have true freedom. Because your soul is free. So, wow, what amazing reading, guys. Channeling for the divine masculine. Channeling, there is so much information coming through. Channel your everything what you want. Channel your there's no limit, I hear. Because of the portals are open, there's so much information coming through. You know, you could, there is so much going on. You can see beyond everything. You can feel, you can hear it, you can, you know, and the only thing what you can do is to go in your heart space and do what your heart wants to do. Do what your heart wants to do. And the channelings are clear. and they're coming from a very high frequency. They're coming from beyond the 12th dimensional realm. They're going from the 24th up till the 32nd frequencies. So be prepared. There's much more coming in than you think. Loosen your grip for the divine masculine. Your coping mechanism is in overdrive. There is density in your system, and there is an addiction. So you need to let God in, let the energies in, let the cosmos in, because it could be that you're addicted to the same patterns and the same program that is programmed within you as a child. I had an amazing session last week where I lift the veil a bit of it. I'm not going into details. But as a child, and when a masculine is in a huge state of fear, it could be that there is a reptilian energy attached to him from his childhood, and that keep him in that fear. It is that the divine masculine is in that space of releasing the old program and releasing also the reptilian energy. And it could be that there was such a fear, and that was from the outside world coming into his world, that he didn't understand on that level at that time as a young child or as a baby. And that gave so much fear, and that reptilian is still there, is still pulling his strings. So that's why he can't get out of that fear. But there are ways to release that reptilian, and then you have a strong healer or a shaman that you need to release that energy. That can release that energy, because it's or you need someone in the third dimensional realm who can help you to release that. And most of the time it's a psychiatrist or a psychologist won't help. You need a psychiatrist to really get you out of that frequency, or a very strong shaman who knows what to do, who can help you, who can distract your mind, to release all these energies. And then when that is gone, and that addiction from the fear or addiction of other substances, and you can let it go, like alcohol, drugs, or any substance that is connected with these energies, you can let God in and the light in, and you will be free. You will be free of that. Some people have multiple energies behind it, because there are draconians behind it, there are archons behind it, and all these energies are in a hierarchy of the reptilian. So that's what is needed to release, that energy. And there's a totally different destiny for you, and you learned by them how to cope with your mechanisms. And that could be you're going in the victimhood, or you're going to fight, or there are totally different coping mechanisms. So yeah, you're losing your grip, you know, you letting it go. All these programs are gone out of your life, and because they teach you to cope with certain things in your life, but they keep you in a state of fear. Okay, so for the masculine, you know, when the masculine is still in a 3D mindset, you know, a psychiatrist is the best way to deal with it. When you're going to a fifth dimensional realm, or you're going to the fourth dimensional realm, then you really need a shaman that can help you with your yeah, with these energies, that are aware of these energies. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, soulmate. For the divine masculine, your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest it physically. Wow. Wow. Because the soulmate of the masculine will also support him in spirit form. So, and when you know that your soulmate or your masculine is already with you in spirit, you know, they also will manifest in the physical realm. And they will manifest because the masculine and the feminine energies are in alignment with each other. So know your soulmate is already there. It's already there. Okay? And for the divine feminine, we have, you are the universe. The whole universe is within you. It doesn't matter where you're going. It doesn't matter where your soul is traveling to. You're always in the universe. You're always part of it. You're always in that travel moment of the universe. So know this, the whole universe is around you. All the lights, the timelines, the Lemurian energies, the Atlantic energies, the Palladian energies, the other planets, it's all there. The whole universe is there within you, because you know, you have that cosmic and the Lemurian energy of the universe within you. That's the teacher of the infinity that is already there. You're a star keeper. You're a cosmic ancestor. You're the seed of light, and you're staying grounded. You are that star seed. You are that cosmic being. You are that ancestor of the cosmos that is returning back home to help the planet and to bring awareness in people. But you need to stay grounded. Groundedness is the most important thing for someone who is in this realm, who is connecting to all the realms. And that's really beautiful, because it's the Hathor energy. That's the gateway to the heart. Divine feminine, trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And that's what I always say. It's always an how do you say it? Radical acceptance of everything. Radical acceptance of everything, and trust that you're ready for the stand up by a breakup. Okay, thank you so much for this, for listening, for, you know, I know that these readings are pretty long at the moment, watch them in 2 or 3 times. Don't, you know, if you don't have the time, please pause and watch later on, because these are the messages that we are waiting for on this timeline. Okay, thank you so much. Let me know how your journey is going in these twin flames. And yeah, I see you next time. Next week I'm fully booked, so I'm not opening any slots. So I wish you a very nice week. There will be 8/8 transmission from the Palladian energies. So if you just look out for that one, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.